was 3:33 a.m. when the first knock shattered the silence. Sharp, deliberate. Not thunder, not wound, too precise. Sarah's eyes flew open. She lived alone. Her cabin sat deep in the woods. No neighbors. No visitors. Another knock, closer now. She reached for her phone, but it was dead. A slow creak came from the hallway. She never left her door open. Heart pounding, she grabbed the flashlight. Flickered, then died. A breath brushed her ear. She spun, no one, but on the mirror, smeared in black ash. I never left. Sarah fled the bathroom, heart racing. But the cabin had changed, longer halls, more door. Panic rising, she called out, but her voice echoed back distorted. She ran to the attic stairs, hoping to hide, but stopped, scratching sounds beneath her feet. She knelt, lifted the rug. The trapdoor. It opened slowly. A rancid stench hit her. Below, a man crouched in the crawlspace, his head tilted at an impossible angle, his eyes locked with hers. "Welcome home," he rasped. She screamed, but it came from inside the crawlspace too. Sarah slammed the trapdoor shut, but the room wasn't the same. Every surface, walls, floor, ceiling, was now covered in old TVs, all flickering static. Her reflection blinked at her from dozens of screens. One by one, they began playing footage of her sleeping, eating, showering. Then one screen went black. A message appeared. "Turn around." She did. The screens went dead. Silence. Then, a voice whispered through the static. "You were never the one being watched. You're the broadcast." Sarah stumbled through a door, expecting the woods, anything, but emerged into a dim hallway with peeling wallpaper and flickering lights. A faded plaque read, "Room 616. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, rows of hospital beds, all occupied by motionless bodies, all identical to her. Tubes snaked from their mouths. A nurse with no face approached, holding a clipboard that bled. She whispered, "Discharge denied." The lights blinked, and every Sarah in bed opened their eyes. In unison, they screamed, "Wake up!" Sarah ran. Doors blurred past. 616. 616. 616. Every door the same. She slammed through one, falling into her own living room. But something was off. The couch faced the wrong direction. Her photo frames were blank. On the floor lay a journal she never remembered writing. Inside, a page dated today. She'll realize it soon. She's not the real Sarah. A noise behind her. A second Sarah, smiling wrong, holding a bloody hammer. "You weren't supposed to wake up," she said. "Now only one of us can stay." The doppelganger lunged, but Sarah didn't feel pain. She felt absence. Her name slipped from her mind. Her childhood unraveled. Her hands trembled as she realized. She couldn't remember her own face. A voice, deep and wet, echoed from beneath the floorboards. "Memory is meat." The walls peeled back like old wallpaper, revealing brain-like tissue pulsing beneath. And from it emerged a towering, eyeless thing. Its limbs made of twisting old photos. It pointed at her and hissed, "You fed me well." Sarah ran from the memory eater into a door that shouldn't have been there. Inside, a child's bedroom, walls painted with stars, stuffed animals in perfect rows. But the child wasn't her. A boy sat on the floor, back turned. He whispered, "This is my dream." When he looked up, his face was blank. Just skin, except for a stitched-on smile. Around them, toys began to twitch, groaning as they came to life. "He dreams in reverse," said a mobile above the bed, spinning faster. "You're uninvited." Sarah was pulled into darkness, then bright white light. She found herself staring at a giant eye suspended in endless black. A watcher's eye, blinking slowly. It whispered, "I see you. I see them." Around the eye floated countless tiny figures, faces twisted in fear, mouths sewn shut. Sarah tried to scream, but no sound escaped. The eye dilated, revealing a screen inside. Live footage of the viewer watching this very moment. "You're not just watching," it hissed. "You're part of the nightmare now." Sarah's world shattered like broken glass. Every reflection was a fracture showing impossible versions of herself. Smiling, screaming, weeping, blank. The walls bent, breathing in and out like lungs. Time unraveled. Clocks ran backward, then sped forward uncontrollably. Her own shadow peeled off, grinning with sharp teeth. It whispered, "You can't run. You're broken." Sarah screamed, but the scream fractured into pieces, scattering into the shards of her fractured reality. Sarah jolted awake in her bed, gasping, drenched in sweat. Morning sunlight spilled through the window. Everything was normal. She reached to call someone, but her phone was gone. Instead, a note rested on her nightstand. "You never woke up." Panicked, she looked around and saw mirrors everywhere, dozens of reflections staring back, but none were her. A final whisper brushed her ear. "Welcome to the real nightmare." The room's walls began to close in, and the door vanished. Sarah wasn't dreaming anymore. She was trapped inside the story itself. Forever the watched, never the watcher.